All right, and now we have natural lighting. All right, so today I would like to talk about the 5 AI tools that I use personally in my workflow. Well, this is not your traditional vlogging typically. When you have 2 little ones just running around, and it's hard to find quiet time to kind of set everything up and basically vlog from home. So I'm gonna try this and let's see what happens.
Everyone is talking about AI.
I'm sure you've heard it all before. AI is changing everything. AI is gonna take my job, blah blah blah. But if you're wanting to be in this industry, filming, video editing, I think it's more of, instead of fearing that they are going to take over your job, it's more of basically embracing the AI. Yeah, basically giving into Skynet.
Jeder Spieler hier ist der Terminator.
I think the main thing is, by embracing AI, you would definitely be working smarter instead of harder, and a lot of things become easier, to be honest. It really does. And it will definitely make your life easier in terms of how fast your turnarounds are, how efficient you will become, whether it's in shooting and editing. So I hope that this video will kind of give you some insights to what AI can do for you, and and basically a glimpse of what it's been doing for me. So the number one AI that I've really embraced is definitely ChatGPT. If ChatGPT is not in your arsenal right now, you better pick up ChatGPT. I mean, I got the free version and that's good enough for me. So man, where should I start with ChatGPT? I'm pretty sure when I record this, some of you will be saying, oh, DeepSeek is better. But the whole thing on LLMs is it's gonna make it more efficient, whether you're using DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini. But me personally, I've been using ChatGPT, and a lot of the things that I've been using it for is basically, one is brainstorming. So a lot of times I get projects, I listen to, whether it's clients, telling me oh, hey, I want to make a video out of this, out of that. And typically, generally, I'm used to having a group of people sit down, talk to each other and kind of brainstorm of what this concept that's going to be, or keep, Googling images and stuff. But ChatGPT is like my buddy that doesn't sleep.
How can I be of assistance?
It basically helps me organize my thoughts. I can spit out hey, what about this? Can you give me 3 ideas on how to make a warm, I don't know, XYZ, and it basically feeds me my creative ideas, and basically doing that and going back and forth. And that way I can have faster insights to, where the direction of the concept that I want to create for, whoever I'm creating the video with. So another thing that I use ChatGPT for is actually to write scripts. Now, I don't make ChatGPT write my scripts. I basically will write it out first. So I'll type it out first, and then I would, put it back in to ChatGPT, and it'll let it fix the grammars for me, or I might like, hey, can you add a little bit of warmth to this sentence, or can you change this word, or what's another word to replace this word, or what's a synonym. It basically helps me do things faster and helps me write scripts faster, and also keeps me organized, which is great. So yeah, if you haven't tried ChatGPT, man, it's a freaking game changer. I haven't tried DeepSeek yet personally, just because of how I'm not sure of how they in terms of the data collection and the privacy issues and whatnot. So personally, I haven't tried DeepSeek. I heard it's good, even better than ChatGPT, but for what ChatGPT does for me, I think it's it's good enough, and it's only going to get better, right? Because it's learning as it takes my inputs for different projects. So it's learning, and it's probably going to get even better, and there's going to be versions of it enhanced and evolve over this time where AI is just exploding into basically every facet of life, basically. So try ChatGPT, try to evolve with it. Basically, not just ChatGPT, but evolve with AI, so that you can kind of keep up with the trends and keep up with everything around, especially this industry. So the second AI tool that I use, probably most of you use too if you're filming a lot, is autofocus. Now, there was a time when autofocus was, everything was manual, and the autofocus wasn't as great. There was an option on cameras with autofocus, but I'm sure whoever that has handled a camcorder in the past would know that the autofocus is, it's so-so. But I'm not sure which company was the one who kind of pioneered the, I think it's called what does my notes say? Oh yeah, the eye tracking, right? I think that was the part where it changed the game, basically. So I think they trained, if my understanding is, they trained the AI, or they basically trained the model to detect human eye, dog's eyes, cat's eyes, I think even now bird eyes. I mean, it has been evolving so rapidly that the autofocus, especially like for video, like the autofocus has become insane. I mean, imagine like walking towards a subject and trying to pull focus. Spit came out.
You've got attitude.
Do I have water? No, I don't. Anyway, try imagine like walking towards a subject and trying to pull focus at 1.2 like consistently. It's hard. Like, I mean, if you ever shoot prime at at 1.2, at f1.2 or 1.4, it's definitely difficult. Or like gliding with a Steadicam, or even a gimbal with a fixed lens or a prime lens at 1.4 or 1.2, it's difficult. So the autofocus really changed the game, especially for me in terms of what I shoot and how I shoot. So it definitely made my production quality even better. And hit me down in the comments below, like, how do you use autofocus in your shooting? Because that's probably one of the AIs that probably most I would say shooters probably don't realize that it's AI, but it's actually AI model that was trained on basically focusing on eyes. Human eyes, I think, was the first one, and then it evolved to different animals. So even like the animal photography was, you could get like some really sharp shots of like bald. Is it called a bald eagle? Yeah, I think it's called a bald eagle. Like, it's amazing. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, autofocus, man. That's one AI that I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it evolved to that. So the third thing that I started using that I am super stoked and I'm glad it came is the Artlist Voice Over AI. Okay, I'm gonna make things clear that it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great in the sense where it does its job to take your script to spoken words, but it's still an AI. It sounds like a human, depending on what type of sentence structures you put it in, but you still can't replace an actual AI. And I'm sorry, let me take that back. An actual voiceover actor. Like AI hasn't got to the point where it understands what's the word? Emotional intelligence. Yeah, that's the word. Emotional intelligence. I don't think it's there yet. So I use primarily Artlist voiceovers for like smaller projects, for like those quick like, okay, I just need a quick 15-second script, 30-second scripts on this, and put it into the Artlist voiceover, and it spits out beautifully. So for that, it works like a charm. So you're talking about like short form content, like really quick content that it needs that human-ish finesse to giving it more, I guess, depth in like the human side of it. Well, the human side of it, then it's great. But big projects, when you need that actual like. You can tell, like it's something that you, as a human, can kind of tell if it's an AI or not, whether it's an AI or not, and you can tell if it's genuine, right? That's that human or emotional intelligence that I'm kind of trying to. It's really hard to explain, but you can hear it, as you can listen to it, and you can kind of feel it. So it does not replace voiceover actors, but it's a good tool for me to make those small contents, those short contents that would allow for that narration, for like short consumptions. When it comes to like real storytelling, to like give that compelling impact, you still need that, like trained professional voiceover actors. And I worked with some of the best on the island, and I've worked with some people who live outside of Hawaii too. So amazing voice actors cannot, it's really hard to replace them, because everybody's unique. Everybody has a different tone, touch, personal touch to how they say certain words. So actually, this is a good tip that I use on ChatGPT. Sometimes after I write out my script and spit it into ChatGPT, one of the things I sometimes do is can you change, keep the structure of the script, keep the words, but can you make it as how Idris Elba would say it?
You got any other bright ideas coming up in your little brain box over there?
And then you can kind of see how the AI or how ChatGPT transforms it into an Idris Elba version of, I don't know, coffee, a script on coffee or something, for example. It's pretty amazing. So again, see, it's because of those small, unique personality of that person that makes the script different. Because Idris Elba obviously is a famous actor, or even like Liam Neeson, or it's the voice of Darth Vader. Crap, I forgot his name, but I'll make sure I remember that. But yeah, voices like those, like it's so unique. Like he made Darth Vader come alive because of the type of, the emotion that he brought to the character Darth Vader, right? So it's hard to replace. But in terms of like efficiency in like short content, I think Artlist AI is like, it's my, things are gonna get better, but right now it's my number one for like AI voiceover. So if you haven't tried it, definitely something to dabble with. Number 4, I've been involved with this company for a long time. I've been using the products for a long time. Adobe. Adobe is amazing. I started using Adobe from when they used to make you buy the software on CDs, CD-ROMs, and you got to install it on your computer. And then they evolved into a membership base, and now they've been implementing AI actually for a while, especially obviously now with generative AI after ChatGPT started introducing it to the world, and then everybody had their own versions of it. And for Adobe, their version is so much catered to creators like me, especially like in Adobe Premiere or After Effects or Photoshop. The AI tools inside of their applications is just amazing. Things like the roto brush on After Effects, used to shoot on green screens and remove the background so that you can have the subject in basically blank space, and you can like fill in the space in the back. But with RotoBrush, it basically helps you do that without the green screen. Also depending on how you shoot the shot or how the shot was shot, but that's not even thinkable a couple of years ago. The fact that Premiere now has this 5-second generative video tool, basically extends your clip. I mean, like crazy. It's just insane how what it does. Or I mean, Photoshop, the generative AI to like fill in things, remove objects. I mean, it's amazing. There's even, I think now that skin filter in Photoshop too, you can actually make yourself look younger, which is pretty nuts. Like, I mean, the text to edit, it's just removing like the ums and the ahs and the uhs in interviews that you shot, or even like doing captions for even like for this vlog. I can like make it analyze this whole recording, and then it'll spit out the captions for me. So I mean, those kind of stuff, man, it's just game changing for a creator like me, and just makes my life easier and my workflow efficient and better. And the less time I can spend time on the edit suite or shooting something in a different way, the less time I can spend time editing, the more time I can spend time with my kids and with my family. So I love the fact that Adobe has incorporated this AI into all of the actually most of the applications. And with the new Adobe Firefly, man, I haven't even dabbled into that yet too. Generative, their text to video. I mean, I'm sure there's competition with like Sora from like OpenAI, and different companies have so many like different versions of text to video. But it's just basically like it's changing, right? It's changing so fast. Sometimes it does seem scary. But again, if you're going to be in this industry, you don't have to have the best tools, but at least know what's out there so that you can be able to evolve with the technology. So Adobe, man, if you're not part of that ecosystem, I highly suggest you be a part of that ecosystem. And then I mentioned this earlier, Adobe Firefly, man. That's like, it's crazy. It's crazy to see different AI tools that they are introducing, or have introduced, or like going to introduce. Again, the only one that I've really been dabbling with right now is their text to pictures, or like generative AI, removing an object and adding something else to it. And then they recently launched the beta version for text to video, which is amazing. It's a little bit, not to what I've seen Sora can do, but it's going to learn. It's going to get better. So, I mean, again, I've been using Adobe products ever since it was on a CD-ROM. So, knowing that how the company evolves with times, with what's happening around the world, which is also developing new technologies in the AI, like I know for a fact that it's gonna get better, right? They even recently have this, you can translate, like a long, I think I put like a 2-minute long clip that I recorded a voiceover and spit it into the translation box. And it basically, the whole audio became from English to Japanese. I mean, and the translation wasn't bad. Not that I speak like fluent Japanese, but like it's not bad. Like it's that good. So yeah, Adobe Firefly, man, if you haven't tried it, I think you should. Again, these are the 5 AI tools that I have been using that makes my efficiency go higher, makes my product and my quality go, become better. My services get better, and it's what fits me. It may not fit you, but these are just my suggestions. And if there's other types of AIs that any of you use, please hit, list it on the comments down below. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I hope to bring more videos like this, and hopefully this video provides value to any of you that's watching. And I hope some of the information that I presented or talked about, hopefully that might help you in your journey in this creative grind. So hopefully it helps, and thank you again for watching. I'm almost home. I actually made like a diversion uphill instead of making the left in, because I needed to end my intro. Don't stop creating, keep grinding, and I will see all of you again in the next one. Hopefully not in a car.